another episode of Workout 101. Been getting some great requests on Facebook. We put out a post a little while ago, a couple of days ago, and we had some Facebook fans ask us to cover certain topics on the Workout 101 series. So one of the first topics that I want to cover here was one of the first requests that we had, and that is, what is a great biceps and triceps and arm superset? So I'm going to walk through the entire exercise, show you guys how to do it, and come back and talk to you about each one of the benefits as soon as we finish up. So here we go. First, we have a high bicep band curl, and I'm going to do it with a little bit of speed, and I'll explain why in just a second. So here we go. Switch it up to the other arm. Okay, drop the band. Now we're going to do a band triceps kickback. Just take a band, wrap it around any base. Make sure that the band isn't attached low and it's not attached high. It needs to be right about parallel with your hip here. Okay, here we go. Drop it. Now again, in this giant set, we're going to execute Barbell Biceps Go. Here we go. Now we're going to do something what I like to call an inverted skull crusher, or an inverted overhead triceps extension. All right. So we got the bar placed here, just about even, right with our hips or our mid thigh. Place our hands right on these notches. You don't want your hands too wide. You don't want your hands too narrow. You want them right about shoulder width apart. Grab them with both hands. I don't advise having a thumb over grip. Wrap your thumbs around. Okay. So as we do this, we're going to extend back here to where our arms are at a 45-degree angle. We don't want to be too high up. We don't want to be too far stretched back. We want to be to where our arms are at a 45-degree angle from the floor. And all we're going to do is lean down and do a triceps extension and come back up. If you want to make the exercise a little bit harder, back up slightly and go underneath the bar. All right, and we're done. So now let's cover some of these exercises and explain the benefits of why I did them in this order and what the benefits you can expect from each one of these exercises. All right, so we just finished a giant set with the arms. We hit both biceps and triceps. Now we alternated back and forth between the biceps and the triceps, but we did some things with some bands to start, and then we moved on into the free weight. Now if you notice the beginning of the exercise, I start off with the bands, and I did this relatively at a fast pace. You want to do the exercises with the bands at a fast pace because that allows you to recruit the type 2B fast twitch muscle fibers and emphasize that muscle that's being worked. There's very little movements that can be done in the gym using the free weights at a fast pace. So if you want to target a specific muscle to recruit those muscle fibers, then you need to execute that with a fast movement. And that can only be executed with the bands. But again, we need to make sure that we execute that at the beginning part of the movement. From there, I went into a band triceps kickbacks. Now, a lot of people are probably familiar with doing the kickbacks with the free weight. Okay? The problem, again, with free weight is that if I lift up, I'm going to grab a weight here. If I lift up this weight, the resistance is straight down. If I pull my arm up here, now my tricep is facing horizontally, there's no resistance in this movement right here. Up until I hit about 45 degrees, now all of a sudden the resistance and the load goes directly to the triceps. So the entire range of motion of the exercise, as you're extending the arm, the triceps are not emphasized in stressing the load to that muscle until about this point right here. So, well, how do I target the tricep using the kickbacks? Well, what you can do is you can use a cable. I like using a band because, again, it allows me to use that fast pace in which it allows my body to recruit those fast twitch muscle fibers. The other benefit is as I'm extending back here, the bands get heavier. So it forces my tricep to work harder, and my triceps are actually stronger the further that I stretch. The further that my arm extends here, my tricep muscle is actually stronger at that point. So by having the weight get heavier, you actually recruit more muscle fibers, all right? But I did those fast. Then, from there, my muscles were already starting to get fatigued. I moved right on into a barbell biceps curl, and I just did it like a normal barbell biceps curl with the weight that anybody else would do. If you notice though one thing, I had my grip placed just a little bit closer as I did that. The reason why is because I wanted to target some peak in my biceps. The closer that your hands get, you're hitting the longer head of the biceps, which emphasizes more peak, okay? The wider your hands are, now you're emphasizing more the shorter head, okay? So from there, I went right into an overhead triceps, reverse overhead triceps extension. Now, I put the bar height right about my hip, okay? More advanced people can get the bar lower and lower and lower. The lower the bar is, the more of your body weight is going vertically. And so as you come down here, it's a heavier load. If you cannot do this exercise because simply you're just not strong enough or your triceps haven't been built up enough, very simple. Move the bar up. If you have a Smith machine, the same thing can be accomplished. So from this point, you can simply stand back. Now less of my body is going vertically, it's going more forward horizontally now, and it makes the exercise a little bit lighter, okay? So that's a great buy and try superset, and I hope that the Facebook fans appreciated this. Until next time, it's Mike McErlane with Workout 101, and as always, to download this program, click below. Talk to you soon.